Well, the cup race once again. Another shitty cup race this week. In other news, the sky is blue and the grass is green. Like, honestly, why the fuck do we even waste our time watching the Cup Series now? At least Truex won. Martin Truex wins. At least it's not Harvick or Kyle Busch, so we could die about somebody else. Like we have for, like, how many weeks now? My God, it's almost been a month since Harvick or Kyle Busch has won. I guess Kevin Harvick's going back from being the closer to the choker. Because Harvick did have this race in the bag until Cole Purd pulled the greatest swerve move in NASCAR history. Like, here's what happened. 40 to go. Truex's pit crew was on the wall. Truex told him to pit. Truex stays out. 39 to go. Cole Purd tells Truex, pit. Truex stays out. 38 to go. As Kevin Harvick's coming on pit road, Cole Purd tells Truex stay out, and all of Truex's pit guys jump off the wall. And Truex stays out for 8 more laps before pitting. So in other words, Cole Purd and Truex's crew chief suckered Harvick into pitting. That is honestly the greatest trick I have ever seen. That's actually pretty... And that move ended up getting Truex to win. Because Truex would come out with fresher tires and would overcome a 6-second deficit in 10 laps to win easily. Like, Truex won by, like, what, 11 seconds over Harvick? God damn. And Steve O'Donnell says this year is the most competitive racing this year. Most competitive racing, my fucking ass. It ain't fucking competitive when you're winning by 11 seconds almost every fucking week. Except the short tracks. The short tracks are actually competitive, I'll give them that, and restrictor plates, because restrictor plates are goddamn shit shows. Like, seriously, didn't Truex win a race earlier this year by 13 seconds at California or some shit? And didn't Harvick win Dover this year by 8 seconds? How the fuck is that competitive? How? How is it competitive racing when you're almost winning by 10 seconds every week? It's like, if I want to see that kind of shit, I just watch Formula 1 every week. Well, Formula 1, well, at least Formula 1 this year, it's more competitive, and Lewis Hamilton isn't winning by 10 seconds. It's actually now at least 5 seconds. So, yeah. But I think Truex's Cole Purd swerve was probably the best moment of that race. It was a very tamed race, like, nothing happened. Only cautions were for 2 stage breaks and for AJ Allmendinger blowing his engine. That was it. We had, like, maybe 2 spins. We had 1 spin from Bubba Wallace being an idiot and overdriving a turn. And we had another one from when Daniel Suarez hopped the curve, got loose, and then Jimmy Johnson bumped him. Like, that's what happened. Like, it's obvious that last lap bump, that was not Jimmy's fault. Like, Daniel Suarez hopped the curb and Jimmy Johnson had nowhere to go. Hey, it sucks, you know. It sucks to have a day ruined, but hey, you know, it wasn't really anybody's fault in that situation. But yeah. Overall, this race was pretty boring. Like, the only reason we had, like, mostly passing is because everyone was on different pit strategies and everybody had different tires. Because Sonoma is a track where fresh tires make you God. Truex overcoming a 6-second deficit with 8 laps fresher tires in 10 laps is enough at proof. Plus, Truex had the fastest car. He dominated this race. Well, IndyCar was no different. Well, Trucks had a race this week. Gateway, that race was actually pretty good. Justin Haley wins. How about that? Another name made. Because, well, maybe we should separate the Truck Series from the Cup Series. Make them go across half the country. Like, this is why we just should be banned from Cup Trucks and Xfinity. Well, speaking of Xfinity, they'll be back next week, but that race will be full leeches because it's in Chicago. Fuck. Like, goddamn, this race was shit. And here's the good news. Fox is no longer broadcasting no more. The remainder of the schedule will be done by NBC now. Hopefully NBC doesn't become a commercial shit show like Fox was this year. Like, seriously, this year, NASCAR threw a BS debris caution at Talladega just so Fox could air a fucking Duracell commercial. Like, you gotta be shitting me. And also in this race, one more thing I gotta mention. Mike Joy pulled off one of the biggest commentary botches I have ever fucking heard. Because when AJ Allmendinger blew his engine, I'm like, if you don't believe me, rewatch that, and then you'll hear it. Where Mike Joy refers to Jamie McMurray as AJ Allmendinger's teammate. I'm like, what the fuck? That is so not true. Allmendinger's teammate is Chris Buescher. Jamie McMurray's teammate is Kyle Larson. How do you make that big of a fucking mistake? Like, Mike Joy should really consider retiring. Honestly, like I said last week, I will never take Fox serious again until they fire both of those retarded Waltrip brothers. Honestly, I want both of their asses fired. They both fucking suck. Mike Joy should just fucking retire. He's obviously out of his prime. He's washed up. Like, maybe get Alan Bestwick back. Get somebody that can actually fucking commentate and get Larry McReynolds in the broadcast booth with Jeff Gordon to replace Darrell Waltrip. Get the driver crew chief and the color commentator combo back. But, yeah. Honestly, and every time Michael Waltrip does the goddamn grid cringe walk, I fucking cringe every time I watch it. Actually, this one week, I didn't even watch it. I actually changed the channel to IndyCar. Because IndyCar was on, because the ending of the IndyCar race at Road America was on before the Cup race. So, yeah. Honestly, I'm not surprised anymore. You know, next week, Chicagoland, mile-and-a-half tri-oval. The mile-and-a-half this year that have been shaped in tri-ovals have been won by Kevin Harvick. So I think you know who's going to win next week, because because this year NASCAR has been more fucking predictable than WWE. Like, if a sport is more predictable than fucking wrestling, you know something's completely wrong here. Like, seriously, does anyone not see a problem with this shit? Like, hell. Like, this year, 16 races in. We've had only 6 different winners. And out of those 16 winners, and 12 of the first 16 races have been won by Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex. Like, does anyone not see a problem with this picture? Does anyone seriously not see a problem here? Like, the 3 of the 4 championship drivers last year are dominating this year. And again, that's because most of that is because Chevy still hasn't got their head around their ass from the Camaro Set 01. They should any time now. Like, any time now, they should start winning if they're going to be like Toyota last year. But yeah, I think I'm done with this rant on this race. Garbage-ass race. Chicagoland next week. Gonna be a boring race because it's a fucking mile-and-a-half. And NBC's commentating, so now we gotta deal with the wonderful commentary of Rick Allen. And by the way, when I say that, I'm being sarcastic, because I know how some people want to take it the wrong way and try and spin my words, so it fits their narrative. So, yeah. Yeah, Dale Jr.'s gonna be the broadcast booth, so this is gonna be interesting. Let's see how Jr. does. Like, you can't do any worse than goddamn Fox, that's for fucking sure. But yeah, I'm done. Congrats, Kamikaze Games, on another win. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone's a great day, and yeah, peace out.